I'm going to give you the update on 25 of March 2020. It's a Wednesday, and I'm going to give you the growth numbers based on the information that I got from the website, which I already mentioned. And the time at which I have taken this information was about 8:30 CST. So I'll give you the basic update as usually I do every day. So I'm feeling pretty good. I have been exercising, and I have been carrying on my research and other related activities. I'm pretty good. My parents in India are doing really good. So they are on lockdown. They have everything that they need at their disposal. So they are staying at home pretty much all the time. My brothers, sister-in-law, and kids are doing extremely fine. They are in Oregon. They are not in contact with anybody. None of their friends are having COVID, so they're all pretty much safe and sound, and then mostly in their home. They are exploring new board games and stuff. That's really cool. Coming to my friends, I think all of my friends are doing pretty good. All of them are very active, and then they are carrying out their research activities. They're also trying to understand what is the magnitude of COVID in India. Most of them are focusing on those countries to understand what is going to happen in India next. And they're all sound, they're safe, they're all self-quarantined. So I'll just dive deep into the numbers right now. So altogether, I think the number of cases are going up. That's one of the trends that we are seeing at the moment. All countries, that's a basic idea that we have to, that's the basic impression that we are getting. So total number of cases, so I just wanted to highlight that fact. So the total number of cases is registered as 468,000. That's like close to 469,000 today. 21,200 people have died. 114K people have recovered. So that numbers are really coming up. But I think this is not the place that we wanted to be. We wanted to be at a much better place, I think, in coming 2 to 3 weeks. So we will look at the total infections by country. This is far more important for us because I think we are trying to see where are the epicenters of the disease right now. That China has gone out of the the infectious period, infectious time. So now there are other countries who are picking up and being the epicenter of this disease. So let's dive deep into the numbers. I think so pretty much everybody can see this is China. China is 81,285 cases totally recorded, and 67 new cases that are recorded yesterday, and that is slightly higher than the previous day. Italy has 74,386 cases, 5,210 new cases today, and that is lesser than the previous day. United States, on the other hand, it is 66,048 and 11,192 cases newly reported. That is bigger than yesterday, not by a large amount, but I think we see that trend here, right? So we see that United States is going up, and we will try to see that, okay, in New York is the reason why a lot of big numbers you're seeing is because there is a lot of testing being done in New York. A lot of people got infected in New York. The government is trying to seriously contain the disease in New York. There's like a lot of efforts going and focusing on New York. Spain is another country. It's 49,515 total cases and 7,457 new cases today. That's going up again. Germany, 37,323. 4,332 cases that is new. All these countries, you can see that they are, except for Italy, which is also a very small decrease, but all the other countries, the number of cases that are being reported is really high. So it is either a result of more testing or there is a community transmission that is going on. So we really don't know. But actually, you can see that the USA is really coming up in the total number of diagnostics. I think in a couple of days, it will be number of persons who are infected will be more than Italy. That is one of the predictions that we might have. So we are not hitting plateau anytime soon, as in I'm just counting days as a time frame. So maybe in a couple of days, we might hit the plateau. That will be great. And it's already in a reduced pace. At least when you look at the death numbers, you will realize in many of the countries, the number of death has reduced. So Italy, in Italy there are 7,503 total deaths and 683 deaths today, and that is lesser than yesterday. A little consoling. Spain, 3,647, 656 new case. that is also going down. China, 3,287, 6 new deaths. I think that has gone up from 4, not a significant number. Iran has 2,077 deaths, 143 new deaths reported today. France, 1,311, 231 new death. In Iran, the number has gone up from the previous day. France, the number has gone down by a very slight amount. In the United States, you can see that 1,022 people have been dead and 247 people died in a single day. 247 people died in yesterday. So you can see the impact in the United States. The majority of this 95 cases of this deaths came just from New York. So you can understand the epicenter of this disease. So this disease is really getting, crunching the resources as well as the people and personnel in New York. People are actually trying really hard. They have shifts which are excruciating at the moment. Doctors are working in unison in order to find place for these people and to treat them with effective care. So kudos to all those people. And today I took a walk in the evening. So this was the first day of lockdown. So I went out in order to see how the lockdown how people are taking it, and then how is Tarrant County actually doing. So probably I'll see that right now. Hi, this is Jeez. This is March 25th, Wednesday, 2020. So this is the lockdown day number 1. Basically, I'm going home after a brief run, and I'm passing near my university. There's like a road which is like usually very bustling at this time. The employees go home using this same road that you can see on my right. But today you can see that it's completely deserted. The lockdown is in place, so I'm not compromising the social distancing. So we are allowed to go out and work out or run if you can maintain the social distancing. So pretty much you can see the university buildings. So there are not a lot of people. There are a lot of, that's the university stadium. So a lot of people come and jog here regularly, but today we didn't see a lot of people. So people are taking it really well, at least in this county. I hope this gets over in 2 weeks, and then people could get back to their daily routine as soon as possible after containing the coronavirus 19, COVID-19. So in the last part, I just want to give some statistics about how many people have used what kind of support when they were in the hospital, when they were in intensive care unit. So there is a study which was published from UK, the Intensive Care National Audit and Research Center, ICNARC. So they conducted the study on 255 people, and then 33 people of these were treated in intensive care unit. So there were 33 people who were in ICU, and 17 people have recovered and gone home, and then 16 did not make it. So there were some interesting ideas that they have seen. These are just the statistics, some numbers which they have observed in a small sample. This does not extrapolate into the big sample. You don't have to be afraid. This is one of some of the numbers they wanted to let us know that what is going on. So out of these 33 people, 11% of the people needed severe intensive respiratory support in order to sustain their life. 23% required a basic support for their respiratory systems, and 23% of the people required some sort of cardiovascular support, and the rest of the people make up for the advanced cardiovascular support and then renal support and stuff like that. They also mentioned one of the interesting things is the majority of the cases that was reported, many of the people were having higher BMI greater than 20. We do not know the correlation, they do not know any relationship, but this is something that we have observed in the cases which are reporting in the ICUs in London. So basically that says a lot about what to expect when you have disease, and then what probably are the outcomes. And not directly, but still the systems are really advanced these days, and then they have a lot of learnings. They also know that 3 is the average day of intensive care stay during your entire and there are 15 to 20 days of your hospitalization, 2 to 3 weeks, right? So this is the some expectation that you might have for the people who are actually getting affected. So it's a pretty grueling process, and then 3 days or 3 to 6 days. I mean, in ICU is like a really a tough choice that you have to make, right? And then CNN has published something which is really interesting. This is again some sort of basic study. There is no clinical study, no randomization, nothing. So this is something which they have observed. So they say that men are most likely to die from coronavirus than women. Again, there is no statistical significance. So the number of people, the severe risk factors from COVID-19, men has like for every 24 men, for every 10 women, there are 24 men extra that has died. So there is a lot of people who are having trouble with understanding the data, and then we can clearly see one trend that, you know, if you smoke, the chance of having severe respiratory trouble is 36% higher for men than for women. So that's like a big number that we are sitting up here. So none of the results are conclusive. We are trying to figure out what's going on. But this, as of statistics, as of the numbers say as of today, these are the numbers. I will link all this data in my comment description, in the description below. Probably you can take a look at this. And then if you have any feedback, let me know. And we hope that tomorrow or by early next week, we will see Play 2 in the United States and all other countries too. So 20% of the humanity is under home isolation or segregated from their normal clad. So hopefully everything opens up really fast, and then we can see the normal life resuming very soon. Thank you. Let's see tomorrow.